In today's video, we're going to talk about some ways that you could lose your Social Security. Are there different things that could happen that would cause you to either really lose it or in essence lose it? It's coming up next. This is Mel Stubbs. I'm a financial planner here at Christy Capital Management, and we hope to bring you good information as it pertains to your retirement planning. Today we're talking about Social Security, and more importantly, are there things that you could do that actually could cause you to lose your Social Security? Well, the first thing I want to bring up is the Social Security earnings test. If you turn on your Social Security before full retirement age, and you look right here, based on your date of birth, this is where your full retirement age would be. If you turn it on prior to that, then there's a Social Security earnings test. Right now in 2023, the earnings limit is $21,240 per year. And this is based on your earned income. So if you're a federal employee, you will have a pension, you'll have TSP and IRA withdrawals, and those type of things are not included. But if you're going to go out there and get a job, working is included. So if you earn more than $21,240, then they have a special 2-for-1 special. For every $2 that you're over that limit, the Social Security will take $1 away from you. And until a certain point, you'll just lose it all. So what's the fix to this? The fix is that you don't turn on Social Security early if you still have earned income that can go over this limit. If you're still working and earning money, then you may want to delay Social Security. And when you delay it, you do get increased amounts because you delayed it. So there is some benefit in delaying it if you are working. So the first way that you could lose your Social Security would be to turn it on early, before full retirement age, earn too much, and by definition of too much, that's anything over $21,240, and then lose it from that earnings limit. Now the second way you could lose your benefits is if you wait past the age of 70 and you just don't turn it on until after 70. So you are getting some increased benefits by delaying Social Security up to the age of 70, but there's no benefit for waiting past 70. I also found out that the Social Security Administration will pay retroactive benefits covering up to 6 months prior to you filling out your application. However, if you choose to collect retroactive benefits, you do lose any delayed retirement credit that you would have earned for those months. So if for some reason it's just slipped your mind, you haven't filed yet, and you're over the age of 70, file quickly. Hopefully you can get 6 months back pay to you. So the first way you can lose your Social Security is to earn too much money and the earnings limit hits you. At full retirement age, which will be somewhere between age 66 and 67, there is no penalty anymore, and then you can go earn all you want. But by age 70, you'll need to turn on Social Security because there's no benefit in waiting. Even if you're working, making other money, doesn't matter. At age 70, you need to turn on your Social Security benefit or you may end up losing it. Once you're past the 6-month retroactive benefit, you'll officially be losing your Social Security and you won't be made whole. You can always turn it on, but you will have lost the months that you didn't collect it in the meantime. So the first way to lose your Social Security is earning too much money over the limit if you turn it on early. The second way of losing it is not turning it on past the age of 70. You'll end up losing it. So the third way of losing some of your Social Security payments is through garnishment. Now creditors can't go after your Social Security payments like doctors or hospitals, those type of creditors. But of course, the way the government works, the government can be the creditor to go after it. If you owe government debt or child support, student loan debt, alimony, and on occasion, victim restitution, which is where you've been convicted of a crime and you must pay back restitution. And of course, if you owe the IRS taxes, they can withhold it from your Social Security. So for the most part, creditors other than the government, your Social Security is protected. But you can offend the government in such a way that they can come after your Social Security. If you're getting some value out of this video, please consider subscribing. We would love to grow the community here on this channel. And the last way that you could lose your Social Security is not really losing your Social Security, but it's based on taxation. Let's talk about combined income. We've got taxable income, gross income, adjusted gross. There's all sorts of income titles out there, but for this we're looking at combined income. And you'll see here, combined income includes your pension, any traditional TSP or traditional IRA withdrawals, interest, dividends, and 1/2 of your Social Security benefits. You add all of this up, and if you're single and this number is less than $25,000, or if you're married filing jointly and it's less than $32,000, then there's no taxation on your Social Security. Your Social Security will in essence be tax-free. Now, if you're single and your combined income is somewhere between $25,000 and $34,000, Or if you're married and your combined income is somewhere between $32,000 and $44,000 a year, then up to 50% of your Social Security benefits will be taxed. So as a positive way to make this statement, that means 50% of your Social Security will be tax-free. Now, if your combined income, if you're single, is above $34,000 or above $44,000 for married filing jointly, then 85% of your Social Security benefit will be taxed. Stated positively, that means you'll have 15% of your Social Security tax-free. So depending on what your income is, that depends on what the taxation is. Now, the actual tax rate will be whatever your income tax bracket marginal tax rate would be, but the amount that is subject to taxation is based on combined income. Also, this is the one number I know that the IRS does not adjust for inflation. These are the same levels that they were when they set up back in the 80s. So way back in the day, a married retired couple could have less than $32,000 and get their Social Security tax-free. But nowadays, it's harder than you think to get your combined income that low, especially if you have a pension. Now notice in the combined income, there's pension, there's traditional IRA, traditional TSP. There is no Roth. If you can do some tax planning and get it so that when you're at the Social Security age, your income is low enough, it will cause your Social Security to not be taxed. Now, for most people watching this video, you're probably a federal employee, which means you'll be getting a federal pension. For the most part, that means you're toast. You're not going to be getting your Social Security tax-free because combined income includes the pension. And when you start adding in your pension plus half your Social Security benefits, plus any traditional withdrawals, it usually causes Social Security to be taxable. If you're married filing jointly and you have a federal pension, remember you got to add in half of your Social Security plus half of your spouse's Social Security plus some distributions from traditional accounts. More than likely, you're going to be above the $32,000 limit. Now, as far as state taxes go, every state is different. I did a video recently on which states don't tax pensions or don't tax Social Security, so you may want to check that out. For everything we've been talking about here, we've been talking about federal taxation. So the 4 big ways that you could be losing your Social Security is earning too much before your full retirement age, it's delaying your benefits past the age of 70, it's government type of creditors coming after you, or just taxation that maybe you didn't plan for. If you want help planning for Social Security and just maximizing Social Security, or if you want help just with your entire retirement plan and you're a federal employee that wants to work with somebody that understands your system, please reach out to us at ChristyCapital.com. We understand your system, we know the details, we can walk you through how to retire, what paperwork needs to be filled out, what are you going to do about your survivor benefit election or your FEGLI cost in retirement? There are lots of decisions that if you're not prepared for, you can make a wrong one. If you want help, please reach out to us at ChristyCapital.com. Give me a call on the number on your screen. I'd love to talk to you about your situation. My name is Mel Stubbs. Happy planning. We need to do the proper disclaimers. The purpose of this video is not to give specific tax advice or investment advice. We're going over general principles and ideas that can be used, and if used correctly, can save and avoid taxes. You're going to want to work with someone personally who knows your situation personally. So seek out advice from an independent financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only. I hope you enjoyed the video.